नमस्कार, मैं उमेश VYOMTV के पेज पर मैं आपका स्वागत करता हूं। वो कहते हैं ना कि अगर संसार को आपको बदलना है तो सबसे पहले आपको शिक्षित होना पड़ेगा, और शिक्षा भी एक ऐसा मूल मंत्र है जिसको आप जिस तरीके से जिस सांचे में ढालते हैं उसी सांचे में आप ढल जाते हैं। इन्हीं सारी चीज़ों को लेकर हम लोग BHU के कैंपस के अंतर्गत आज कला संकाय में हैं, एंड वी विल टॉक अबाउट दैट द आर्ट फील्ड, व्हाट इज़ विजुअल आर्ट एंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ दीज काइंड systems will be applied in our today's life. So we are having that today. Suresh, Nair, sir, welcome to. First, I would like to welcome you in my channel.
Thank you so much. It is always happy to share my little knowledge.
So, firstly, I would like to know from your side what is visual art and why the students are taking too much interest towards this field.
Yes, visual arts in a way, in a sense, the people are misunderstood. Whatever we are visualizing with our, seeing our eyes, that is visual arts. That means painting is not only visual arts, or sculpture is not only visual arts. So there are dance, theatre, films, shadow puppets. There are so many other elements.
The things which we can see as well as activity we can identify.
Yes.
So is there any possibilities that every person is an artist? Is
exactly. Actually, the problem is today's education systems diverted us very much. So traditionally what happens, if you see traditional art, so it is interconnected with all these areas. But today what happened, we all are focused. I am doing sculpture, I am doing painting, so that kind of one problem is there. But today's modern art practice or contemporary art practice, they are entirely different. They are collaborative, connected with all other visual art traditions.
Will it be possible that we can say this, our all activities is a part of an art?
Exactly. If you see 64 arts, so what is, everything is there, no?
Okay.
According to this Buddhism, they have 108, more than 108 arts. So in a way, everything is art.
Okay, being a teacher, I just ask you one question, that how the students consider this field?
Education, art education, like teaching in the schools, colleges and the universities, and designer as a designer. So there are so many possibilities there, this is a great field.
Being a guardian, when we ask these kinds of the questions that do you want to make your child an artist, they used to say, "Nahi, Baba, I don't want to make them this one." Why these things are still happening in our society?
Actually, people are everything, observing through the money. So people thought that the art have no value, but art have much values. So in our society, we don't have enough awareness the importance of art, and unfortunately, we have some museums, but museums are not updated.
Okay.
I've been to Portugal before this pandemic. So Portugal, whenever you go, every 5 kilometers you will see museums. Even if you go to a house, there is a small museum. So we should, keep that kind of traditions, legacy, to show our objects, everyday objects or art objects, whatever, we have to keep it properly. Why I am telling, because in the context of Benares, we all are so lucky because still we can see the old buildings, old palaces. Due to this development, what we are going to see, all this traditional building going to destroy soon.
Yeah. Means in the name of modernism that we are losing our traditional things.
Yes.
Okay, what about
that? We should keep that great legacy. This Benares actually, this is a great open art auditorium.
Open auditorium.
It's a big space. So we no need to remove that old great buildings. We should clean it properly, keep it properly, and maintain.
Okay, what about feminism? Do you think that
feminism?
Yeah, do you think that what is the present status of feminism through the sides of art?
Okay. Recently, one of my friends, she's from US, so she came to meet me, and she told, "I am a feminist."
Okay.
She told me. So I replied, "I also feminist." So she asked, why you are feminist? Because I love my mother.
Definitely.
Mother given you food, love, everything. So everywhere, each people having that feminist idea. But the problem means, the traditionally what happened, the feminism in India, everything's man-oriented, you know. But in India, if you see, we got a Indira Gandhi as a prime minister. So we have that
have this
quality. If you really ask me, females are more stronger than men.
So when we think this country, from east, west to north, south,
Yeah.
there are many more colleges are there. The universities, they are giving the visual arts well training or well teachers over there, well qualified faculties. But still, when we come to the market side,
Yeah.
what is the present market status of the visual arts students?
The reality I want to tell you, I'm openly telling you.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. As a teacher, I'm not much think about the marketing ideas of art. I make painting, I give free sometimes. Okay.
So, but one-sided you are saying this one, but when we think and when we go in the depth, we find one thing, it is highly expensive.
Yes.
It is highly expensive from the sides of painting as well as a sculpture or the other sides.
Yeah.
How the students will maintain their life?
You mean how they manage?
Definitely how they manage and how they will survive in their future style.
In my experience, I want to tell you, I born in a middle class family, even lower middle class family. From very beginning, I did portraits. If you want to be an artist in the society, first of all, you should know you can make my father's painting or drawing. If you are unable to do the portrait, that means you are not artist in a village context. So I did more than 100 portraits in my village. That means
To recognize yourself that you are an
first
artist.
of all, I have to recognize in my village I am an artist. At the same time, first portrait, still I remember, I got 25 rupees.
You also got 25.
25 rupees, first portrait.
It is one of the remaining day for you then.
Yeah, then it's become 50 rupees, 100 rupees, 500 rupees, 10,000 rupees, it's become 20,000. Then I stopped.
Okay, sir, what students should do? They should come in this
Actually-
faculty section or they should stop or they should go towards another way?
You mean?
Very practical, I want to know from a guardian, not by a teacher. I am asking to the Suresh Nair sir. He's a guardian. And from the sides of guardian, what would you like to suggest the next generation?
See, actually, this work of art, it should connect with the society. When you connect with the society, you are working for the society. This is not just, students do enjoy and to get job. No, it should connect. If you are not connecting your work of art to the society, that means you are failure. So,
What is the difference between South art culture and North art culture?
I don't know how to answer these questions because South we have so much dominated these performance art traditions like classical traditions like Kathakali, Kudiyattam, Bharatanatyam, Mohiniyattam. But here we have traditions, but they're more into classical traditions. Still, you can see that rich classical traditions. If you go to a temples, you will see that all the traditional rituals still going on. But here, even there's one thing, you cannot touch the god in South. But here you can touch and whatever you want you can do. But they're keeping a kind of dignity. But here it is not like that. It is more into,
What is really, I want to know from your side, what is art?
What is art?
What is art? How I can consider myself that I am an artist, it is okay. But what is art?
Actually, if you see the history, there are different people expressed in different way. According to me, means my understanding, there are two things. One is inside, Antarik and Baharik, inside and outside. It's a kind of documentations. Maybe you are seeing something and you are responding to them. At the same time, whatever you are seeing and you are internalize and to make something new. So it's a kind of documentation of both outside and inside experience.
So when we go outside, means whenever you go to the foreign countries or Australia or Britain or Japan, what are the differences that which you find in yourself that really from Indian artist and the foreign artist, there is quite difference between their working style?
What is the difference?
And what is the difference in their working style?
Working style? Uh, yeah, they're more into a kind of professional approach is there.
They are more highly traditional, or they are professional?
Traditional, it is vary to different countries. The traditions for our tradition is more into our practice is more into traditional oriented modernism, we can say. So we cannot forget our past, but they're more into a kind of how to say, they're not much. I don't think they're much, connecting with the past.
Should an artist think about money or not?
See, without money, we cannot, we cannot do anything. So money is most important things today.
Whenever you are having 100, 200, 300 already portraits or these things, and
Yeah.
if it is not selling in market,
Yeah.
then on that situation, how does an artist manage himself?
See, if you see some of the great masters like Van Gogh, they never earn any money. They only just doing. They never thought about the money part. They just wanted to express through the materials. So for me, I feel that money making is very important things. And the problem in our art students, one thing I notice, they're doing lot of work. Finally, what they do the work, they keep under their bed.
Under the bed.
They should give at least their friends to display your work in your house.
Definitely.
You just spend some money for framing and you display. Some people will come and who done this work? People will ask no. So this is the way expose. So you can ask to our faculty. There are many students doing work, but their work's under the bed or some other places.
So what the
They expose-
what the government should do?
No, government actually, if you see the history again, the Nehru, he talked about this. If you spend amount for making a house, 10% you have to keep it for art. But we are
Means-
not doing that. We are spending some 10% some other things, maybe car or some other. But art we are not, So we should, that Nehru's idea we have to inject. I mean, we have
Okay,
to implement that.
the final statement at which we are going with the end of this question, that what would you like to give the message to the students, whether they are youngsters as a boy or the girls, those who used to come and who used to go in the different visual arts colleges?
Yeah.
What will be your strong message for them?
Actually, due to this current situations, now everything is within your hand because you have a great mobile. So it is, when I was student, still I remember that if I want to call from my mother, from my hostels, I have to walk more than 10 kilometer or 5 kilometer and to go there and STD booth. You have to stay in the queue, and after 5 minutes or 10 minutes or half an hour you can phone. But today what happened, everything is with you. If anybody want to see my biodata, just Google it and you will get it. At that time there was nothing. I applied for a scholarship at that time, but I got it. But here, this is my 17 years now. I tried every year, the students, you should apply this fellowship. I got it in 1995. But this still, BHU, our faculty not received that scholarship. This is 10,000 Canadian dollar at that time. That means today, I think 8.5 lakh rupees. So everything is with you. Every information is with you. But you have to work for that. You have to use the technology. This artificial
Means
intelligence.
you want to tell this a statement that we
With the
should go
time.
with that
Yeah.
technology. We should adopt
With the
time.
time, with the technology, what is available with you. Otherwise, what happens? We are like a saint, and just to sit one side. That is have another possibilities. If you become a saint, that is another possibilities because you have a great brain.
Saint will have a grain bill.
Yeah, the great brain. You are understanding your brain, everything. So that's also great art.
Thank you so much, sir. This is a wonderful interview that which I have already taken from the sides of the Suresh Nair sir, and the statement which he has told, I think that will be much applicable and beneficial from the every students. And finally, I want to ask a simple question, sir.
Yeah.
Are you satisfied, happy, or you are very close to arts or not?
I'm happy or not?
Yeah.
I am super happy because I want to tell you, I had two good eyes, two good hands, and I'm perfectly all right. When you see a person without going eyes, then you will understand the importance
What is the
of your
value?
eyes value. So we are already a perfect persons.
Thank you so much, sir. The statement what he has told in the last of that, we are very happy. I am very happy and I am very fortunate that I am a very living minded person as well as an energetic person. The last suggestion from my side to that entire students of the visual arts. I am not an artist, but even I request you one thing. Whatever the sir has told right now, what did you make? Don't keep under your bed. Just display. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Expose, yes. Thank you. Thank you.